So I'm supposed to talk during these videos. I didn't do a whole lot of talking while I was doing this because it takes more effort than you would think. I was told it was the easy way to do it, but of course I'm sure most people don't let a big stack get all piled up before they handle their business. My bad. So yeah, I guess I would say that's probably my first bit of advice, is clean them up as you go. I was doing so many projects, just rapid fire, one after the other, and I just would set it aside, and then it became this big, large task. Some of these molds were a lot easier to clean than others, and some of them came out looking pristine after I finished getting all of the little bits and pieces and cat hair off of them. You'll notice as you watch that I'm very careful if I have to get something off with my fingernail, because when I first started, I used toothpicks to mix stuff or to try to get bubbles out or spread resin around, and very quickly learned that you will leave little cuts and marks in your silicone molds if you're not real careful. This cup came out so nice, so easily, and I thought for sure it was going to give me trouble. I actually saw a video of somebody putting them in their washing machine, and that really piqued my interest. But when I looked into it, people don't recommend it. And I don't think I would do it with my washing machine because it does have, it's like a top load with the agitator in the center. But I think if you had a front load and a gentle cycle and stuff like that, I don't think it would be that big of a deal. Let me know if you've done that or what your easy ways are of cleaning these things, because some of you know I struggle with chronic pain and fatigue, and this is not something I'm looking forward to finishing because I do not make a very big dent in my stack in this video. I also would love to hear what respirator you use, and where you find like cheap gloves, any of your tips and tricks, because I've only been doing this for a few weeks now, so I would love thoughts and opinions and prayers. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel, and maybe sharing this or one of my other videos to a friend who does resin or is interested in starting, and you know, we can learn together. I would love to get to know you. If this is the first video you've seen from my channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. As you've probably noticed, my channel name is Ears to Hear Bible Reading, and that is why I started this channel. God called me here to read the Bible, and so I started making videos about 2 years ago, and then started going live about a year ago. So if you're interested in hearing the Word of God, you are in the right place. I also post a lot of cat videos, the resin videos, and bedazzling, just kind of a hodgepodge, if you will. I post some funny stuff, occasionally a recipe or just something cheesy. So I hope you'll stick around. My crafting videos usually go one of two ways. Either it's sped up to some kind of soothing frequency music, or I'm just kind of talking and flying by the seat of my pants. And I know a lot of people seem to like the more of the craft with me, slow and just relaxing feel. And those end up being, you know, an hour or an hour and a half long. You could always put me on, you know, 1.5 times speed or something if you prefer. That's how I usually watch videos, is on higher speed. So it definitely wouldn't offend me. I'll actually be doing a live art stream here very soon. It was actually supposed to be the other day. Unfortunately, I got sick and wound up in bed for several days. But I have some new chameleon powders, some color shifting, color changing mica that I'm going to unbox and show you all the colors, as well as test them brushed on molds and then resin poured in and mixed into resin to see. I call it swatching. This cross mold took quite a while to do. It's funny because it had been clean, but then some glitter got spilled on it, and I don't know, it collected stuff, I guess. Oh, I know there was catnip I spilled in my drawer and all sorts of stuff, so whatever, it happens. But this one did definitely take quite a while to do.
Care to help? Or I know you're fine.
Yeah.
A lot more work than I think.
You can put a little bit of epoxy in and pull it out.
How much epoxy costs?
It'll take a lot of epoxy, yeah.
Oh, if you haven't seen that cross made, here it is. Step and reach, step and reach. Look at those hands. Squeeze those buns, ladies. I was always more of a Susan Powder fan myself. Lord, you have been our dwelling place from generation to generation. Before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. You turn man back into dust and say, return, O sons of men. For 1,000 years in your sight are like yesterday when it passes by, or as a watch in the night. You have swept them away like a flood, they fall asleep. In the morning they are like grass which sprouts anew. In the morning it blossoms and sprouts anew. Toward evening it withers away and dries up. For we have been consumed by your anger, and by your wrath we have been dismayed. You have set our iniquities before you, our secret sins in the light of your presence. For all our days have declined in your fury. We have finished our years like a sigh. As for the days of our life, they contain 70 years, or if due to might, 80 years. Yet their pride is but labor and wickedness. For soon it is gone and we fly away. who knows the power of your anger and your fury according to the fear that is due you. So teach us to number our days, that we may present to you a heart of wisdom. Return, O Yahweh, how long will it be? And be sorry for your slaves. O satisfy us in the morning with your loving kindness, that we may sing for joy and be glad all our days. Make us glad according to the days you have afflicted us, and the years we have seen evil. Let your work appear to your slaves, and your majesty to their sons. Let the favor of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish for us the work of our hands. Establish the work of our hands. And that was Psalm chapter 90. I thought I was going to clean off this silicone stir stick and use it to be able to gently remove the bits that were stuck onto the silicone mat. Unfortunately, it just wasn't all that helpful. He who abides in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to Yahweh, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For it is he who delivers you from the snare of the trapper and from the destructive pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will take refuge. His truth is a large shield and bulwark. You will not be afraid of terror by night, or arrow that flies by day, of pestilence that moves in darkness, or of destruction that devastates at noon. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not approach you. You will only look on with your eyes and see the recompense of the wicked. For you have made Yahweh, my refuge, the Most High, your dwelling place. No evil will befall you, and no plague will come near your tent. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. On their hands they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the fierce lion and cobra, the young lion and the serpent you will trample down. Because he has loved me, therefore I will protect him. I will set him securely on high, because he has known my name. He will call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in his distress. I will rescue him and honor him. With a long life I will satisfy him, and I will show him my salvation. And that was Psalm 91. No, Lofi, you can't come up here, okay? No, Lofi. No, ma'am. At this point, I was like, will it ever end?